Um, Imagine getting laid off, only for your company to frantically call you back a few weeks later because the AI that replaced you, well, it completely failed.
Yeah, and for hundreds of veteran engineers at Ford, that isn't, some hypothetical scenario. It is exactly what just happened.
It's so wild, and it perfectly frames what we are digging into today for you. Welcome to the deep dive.
Glad to be here to break this all down.
So usually the AI job conversation is totally binary, right?
hmm
Like you are either getting completely replaced or your job is totally safe.
Right. It's very all or nothing in the media.
Exactly. So to cut through that noise, we're looking at this fantastic brief for this deep dive. It's called SHRM's Quick Hits in AI News for this week.
Yeah, and that was compiled by SHRM's executive in residence for AI plus HI, which stands for Artificial Intelligence plus Human Intelligence.
Right. So our mission today is to go through these 5 sources and map out how AI is actually shifting your workforce right now.
And we are seeing the real mechanics of that shift play out early on, especially with our first item from the street.
Yeah. What's the what to know summary for that one?
So Mark Cuban predicts that open-weight AI job simulators are the next massive trend. Like, Bank of America has already logged over 1 million of these AI conversation simulations for their staff.
Wow, 1 million. That is insane. And we also have data from Stanford noting a 16% employment drop for workers aged 22 to 25 in AI-exposed fields.
Exactly. Which brings us to SHRM's take on what it means. Basically, training gets incredibly cheap, but workers lose out on building real-world experiential judgment.
Which is a huge deal.
It is. I mean, consider that 76% of sitting S&P 500 CEOs were promoted from within. They learned how to lead by, making low-stakes mistakes early in their careers.
It feels, I don't know, like trying to learn to ride a bike by exclusively playing a video game. You learn the mechanical inputs, sure, but you don't know what it physically feels like to lose your balance and scrape your knee.
Right. That real-world friction is what builds resilience. But if we move to item 2 from Google, we see a different angle on the broader economy.
This is the AI economy ATLAS report, right? What do we need to know there?
Yeah, so it shows that while AI touches 90% of U.S. employment, it actually only covers about 21% of a typical job's tasks.
Oh, wow. And less than 10% of those are fully automated, right?
Exactly. So SHRM's, what it means here is that AI is collaborative. HR leaders really shouldn't panic and restructure just yet. The case for mass displacement is weak, for now.
Okay, I have to push back on that a bit. Isn't that, for now, doing some incredibly heavy lifting? I mean,
Yeah.
AI capabilities are jumping every few months.
It is, but I'd actually defend their "for now" caveat, just because enterprise adoption is incredibly slow. Even if the tech exists, integrating it securely takes years.
So that's a fair point on the integration friction, actually.
Yeah, and it leads perfectly into item 3 from Anthropic on X. This is from Peter McCrory, their head of economics.
Right, and what to know here is that U.S. unemployment hasn't spiked at all. It's at 4.2%, and productivity actually grew 2.0%.
So SHRM points out what it means for your business. AI is currently skill-biased and labor-augmenting. Its capabilities are jagged, which provides temporary stability for workers.
Temporary being the key word, right? Because in that same Anthropic survey, a third of respondents expect AI to handle most of their tasks within 12 months.
Right. And because that tech ceiling is so unstable, workers are looking for protection, which brings us to item 4 from Axios.
Yeah, the what to know here is that with Congress stalling, union contracts like the News Guild and SAG-AFTRA are acting as the strongest AI guardrails we have.
Exactly. And SHRM's what it means highlights a stark access gap. If you're a knowledge worker, you probably don't have a union. Only 4.4% of tech workers and 1.1% of finance workers are unionized.
That is so low.
Yeah.
Are AI capabilities just going to completely outpace grassroots organizing? It feels like a race.
It is a race. Organizing takes years, but updating a model takes weeks. But, even without unions, some workers are finding leverage right now, which is item 5.
Ah, yes, the Forbes piece on reverse layoffs. What do we need to know?
So 32% of managers who initiated AI layoffs are now actively rehiring. Just like Ford, bringing back over 300 engineers.
Because the automated systems just fell short. So SHRMs, what it means is that employers systematically underestimated the value of human judgment and institutional knowledge.
Exactly. AI doesn't know the unwritten rules of a company, and workers should use this reversal to negotiate much better terms.
Absolutely. So what does this all mean for you? The question isn't whether AI changes your work, it's who gets to define the terms.
Right. The workers with institutional knowledge hold a lot more cards than they realize.
Totally. But I want to leave you with a final thought to chew on. We talked about AI simulators replacing those entry-level jobs, right? But if companies are simultaneously realizing they desperately need experienced human judgment, who is going to be left in the pipeline to become the veteran experts of tomorrow?
SHRM.